So this is October 21st, Monday 2024. We are in BHM third sem business communication class. Our class got disturbed because we are friends with information. We stopped. So before the camera stopped, what we were talking about, we were reading. And I said that the story starts with the idea that it is very challenging to satisfy even one customer. Now imagine how challenging it is to handle 1,000 customers, to handle 1,000 comments, 1,000 questions. Second sentence, imagine then the challenge of handling thousands of comments and questions a day via multiple social media channels in several key languages. Second sentence, right? S2. Now go to third sentence. This is exactly what KLM is doing. This means handling 1,000 comments and questions. It is difficult to satisfy or handle one customer. Imagine how difficult it is to satisfy and handle 1,000 customers. And KLM is trying to satisfy and handle 1,000 customers. Read here. This is exactly what KLM Royal Dutch Airlines Social Media Servicing Department aims to do. That means KLM aims to satisfy thousands of customers by responding to their comments and answering their questions through social media. Read fourth sentence. Last sentence read here. I'm teaching you how to read. More than that means more than handling 1,000 comments and questions. More than that means more than handling 1,000 comments and questions. It is, wait a minute. It is quite challenging to satisfy one customer. Then imagine how challenging it will be to satisfy 1,000 customers. This is what KLM is doing. More than that, it means Dutch Airlines endeavors to check the specific details of individual customers. Look, not only handling comments and questions, checking specific details of individual customers and respond to them promptly, quickly, appropriately. Now let me help you how to read quickly. Pay attention very carefully. I said this is a case story. This is a case study. What is a case? A case is a story from real world. A story from real world. This book was not written for hotel people. So we don't have a hotel story. We should have a hotel story. And a case presents a scenario or situation that helps you understand a theory. Here, the theory we are understanding is how to use digital, social, mobile media to promote business. And we are giving an example how Dutch airline KLM used social media to respond to 1,000 comments and questions to check specific details of individual customers. And I said, as you read, you can forget this part. Forget, no problem. But note this part. This is the main idea. What is the main idea? It is quite challenging to satisfy even one customer so perfectly that they keep coming back to your restaurant. That's the main idea. What is the main idea? It is quite challenging to satisfy even a single customer so excellently that she does not come only today, but she comes even after 30 years. I told you, my every tailor, I've been going for 40 years. In the same fancy shop, I've been going for 30 years. Why? Because the shop has satisfied me so well. Now, second paragraph. At the forefront of the airline industry in Europe, KLM is the oldest airline in the world to still be operating under its original name. KLM says that customers are at the heart of business and it prides itself on offering them innovative products and a safe, efficient, customer-centric experience. There are only two sentences in this paragraph. Sentence 1, this one, and sentence 2. Normally, paragraphs can have even one sentence. Now, in the second paragraph, the main idea is customers are at the heart of KLM's business. This is the main idea. And you should note down in your diary, in your note copy, in your note copy. You forget this, but don't forget this. What is the point? KLM keeps its customers and business at heart. Now move ahead. I'm simply teaching you how to read right now. Third paragraph. The airline was one of the first to really get social media and understand the power of interacting with its customer. Look, paragraph 1 says, very difficult to satisfy even one customer. Paragraph 2 says, imagine how difficult to satisfy 1,000 customers. Paragraph 3 says, KLM airline is using social media to interact with its customers. Tomorrow you will run hotel. I showed you earlier. Here is example. Look, this girl, Diksha Singh, I showed you. Look, this girl. Oh. So what is she doing? She buys one picture from the market, Bangimura. Maybe she paid only 500 for this picture, plain picture. Painting is her hobby. Inside her home, she buys paints and she does this painting in the picture. And maybe she sells for 5,000, maybe 2,000, 3,000. So what is she doing? She's at home. She's not going for job anywhere. She's enjoying painting. And she buys a simple pot. She buys this accessory. She uses it here. And this is what do you call in English, the pot where you store water for drinking. What do you call? The pot where you store water for drinking at home in the kitchen, what do you call? Jar. Surahi in Nepali. I don't remember the English word for that. And now she sells. So how does she sell? She sends these figures on her Facebook account. And she has 5,000, 10,000 friends, followers. The moment she posts the photograph, 10,000 people know this product. Somebody rings her. There is a phone number. I want to buy this. And she sells it. So don't you see, this girl is using social media to promote her business. And I brought this example because you belong to hotel department. Look here. She prepared pulao one morning. And she says, pulao for 12 packs ready, order. Now, my mouth waters at my home when I watch this photograph. And I told my wife, how about ordering next week? And I order. And she sells. You can do this way, this business. You don't have to rent any shutter. You don't have to find any prime location. You can do from your home. Right? So, we were reading this idea. What idea? Power of interacting with your customers through social media. Power of interacting with your customer through social. And I give you an example of my student. Her name is Diksha Singh. You can find her on the Facebook. Send a friend request and get connected. It will benefit you. That will give you an idea. Okay, move. KLM social media started in 2009 as a tiny department that used Facebook and Twitter and posted photos of planes or messages about the occasional campaign. Events like the eruption of the Icelandic volcano in April 2010, whose ash cloud seriously disrupted air traffic in the region, introduced KLM to the broader potential of social media. In response to the eruption, KLM immediately provided a full social media service via Facebook and Twitter for passengers and their families. Sorry for this fast reading. If you read aloud, like I'm doing right now, your pronunciation will improve, and you will be able to read faster and faster. So if you want to improve English speaking, read aloud at home, okay, as I'm doing. So I'm simply showing you, in paragraph 3, you copy this part and forget this part, right? Now go to paragraph 4, and look how we read. Paragraph 4. The company soon became one of the first airlines to offer customers 24/7 service in social media, especially in Twitter. There are only 2 sentences. So, only 2 sentences. So, this is the main idea. Copy it and forget it. Paragraph 5. Go to paragraph 5. KLM now has one of the biggest social media service departments of any airline. This is main idea. Copy it and forget it. Forget it and copy it. Number 6. Sorry. Oh. Wow. I need someone's help now. Okay. Back to whiteboard. Where is the source? Where is source? Somebody help me if you know how to come back to my screen. Okay, got it. So, 6. What is more, KLM was the first airline with a verified WhatsApp business account. Now, in paragraph 4 and 5, the writer said KLM used social media and because it knew its power to interact with the customer. In paragraph 4, where? Yes, 3, not 4. In paragraph 3, she said that KLM understood what? Understood the power of interacting with the customer through social media. Now, paragraph 6, look in 6, paragraph 6, it has one of the biggest social media service departments with. Yes. It was the first airline to offer 24/7 service, and then I was here, sorry, number 6, I made a mistake. Yes. So KLM was the first to open first verified WhatsApp account, right? It is also first airline to offer a combination of human agents and artificial intelligence. So this is the main idea. Copy it, and this example, forget it, right? Paragraph 7, last paragraph. A core element of KLM's communication strategy is its aim to be the leading airline in customer intimacy. So, KLM wants to be leading airline customer intimacy. Main idea? This is main idea. Copy it. Rest, forget. Now you do one thing. Let me check where do I get how do I get this one? Oh. Back to whiteboard. This one. This one. This one. Now, okay. Now this is your copy. Now, draw a circle. Do what I am doing on the screen. You copy. Do this in a copy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do not talk while you're doing this thing. Pay attention. Do not talk. Okay. Now, the 7 paragraphs, we made 7 circles. Now what we are doing this, now we are writing the main idea. Okay, let me use color. Can I use, where do I get the color? Page number, next. Color. Okay, leave it. So, it is oh God, quite challenging to satisfy even one customer so well that she keeps coming to our company again and again. Paragraph 1 main idea. Now paragraph 2. It is even more challenging to handle 1,000 customers and satisfy them. Paragraph 2. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Okay. 2. KLM keeps customers above all. Paragraph 2. Now paragraph 3. KLM was the first airline to understand and use the power of social media to interact with its customers. Paragraph 4. KLM was first airline to offer 24/7 service through social media. Now paragraph 5. KLM has biggest social media service department. Paragraph 6. KLM was first airline to have a verified WhatsApp business account. And use combination of human agent and artificial intelligence. Paragraph 7. KLM aims to be the leading airline in customer intimacy. Aims to be the leading airline in customer intimacy. Look what I did. I'm showing you, I'm training you, I'm making you understand how I expect you to read and make note. I read 7 paragraphs, one by one, and I showed you the main idea and the details. I said, forget details, no problem, but copy main idea, sorry. I won't receive the call, and you too will never receive the call. Okay? I got a call from my daughter. It's urgent call, but I won't receive. So if you get a call from your family, you too won't receive. Okay. Now I should, my recording is interrupted now. Okay, leave it. So, did you note down? Did you note down? Now, let me give one more example. You don't take a snap. You will not take a snap. Okay, now, okay. Okay. Now I'm showing you how to make similar diagrammatic. What I did on screen earlier, we call that diagrammatic outline. We call that as diagrammatic outline. One style of making an outline. Now open a new page. Open a new page. Please open a new page and write here this is the heading of the topic, right? Why communication matters. Now, if you have the book with you, if you check the book, you will see that in this book, the main title of the learning objective is always printed in red. Title of the learning objective is always printed in red. Do not distract me. Do not distract me. No. We don't care who comes over the door while the class is running. We don't care. Even if Donald Trump comes, we don't care. Our class is our class. Nobody has the right to disturb us. Okay? We are studying and we won't attend anybody unless there is an earthquake. We'll focus on the study. Okay. So if you see the book, this is printed in red color. So anything in your book which is printed in red color, that is the heading of the learning objective. Nothing else in this book is printed in red color. The writers very wisely use color as a guide. Now, if you see that there is a heading and there are subheadings. For example, under L1, the heading is understanding why communication matters. First subheading is communication is important to your career. Second heading is communication is important to your company. Third heading is what makes communication business effective. So how many headings are there? How many? 3. So where's your book? Yesterday I said you must come with a book. Where's your book?
Not in library.
Oh God, you pay 5-6 lakh rupees to LSM to join and you depend on the library. No, don't bring excuses. That's not my headache. That's not my headache. You should have the book in my class. Now here I might sound rude, but I'll be rude. I'll be rude. Because right now I want you to consult the book. You don't have the book. Okay? I'm not so handsome that you come to see my face. You come here to read the books. Okay? I said I'm rude. I may sound rude, but you must have the book. Where is your book? Next time, no book, no class.
Can we print out the PDF?
Print, fine. Okay, fine, good, print it. Where's your book? Everybody, open your ears wide and listen to me. Next Sunday, anybody in my class who sits without a book will be put outside class. If Divakar sir comes without a book, put him outside class. Same rule applies to me also. Okay? Whatever rules I make for you, same applies for me. You without book, won't be in the class. I without book, won't be in the class. Done? Any objections? Anybody with objections? No objections? So you have accepted my rule. Next Sunday you can't complain me. Okay? You can't complain me. Next you can't, you have accepted my rule. I said any complaints? You said no. Okay, fine, move ahead. So how many subheadings are there? 3. How many? 3. Now draw like this. 1, 2, and 3. And write in your career. Is that the first heading? Yes. In your career, in your company, what is effective communication? So what did I do? I noted down the 3 headings under the main heading. Right? Now look, go to first heading. Importance of effective communication in your career. Now you will see that sometimes there are subheadings, but this here we don't have any subheading. Now, somebody who has the book, tell me, how many paragraphs are under that first heading? Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 paragraphs. So now I make, look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I write P1, P2, P3, P4, para 4. Now what I'll do? I will read the paragraph and I will note only main idea. Don't sit like that. These chairs are not made for classroom. I'm sorry to say. Whoever chose these chairs for your classroom, he was a big fool. He had no idea of what is education. Whoever chose, why should I name? All the way through my university, I never sat on chairs. Our colleges never had chairs. They had a stool. Only no back support, no back support. In my plus 2 school, college, I never had any chair with back support. Why? Because the meaning was, as a student, you have no back support, stay alert. If you feel sleepy, you will fall down. So we never slept in class because it was only 6 inch by 6 inch wooden plank. We were given a 6 by 6 wooden plank with 4 legs. And we would sit whole day on that stool with perfect attention. Now you have comfortable reclining chair. And what happens? You sleep. Remember, please, you may be unhappy with me, but let me tell you, this is your head, right? This is your brain, right? This is your backbone, right? These are thighs, legs. Hello? When your brain is aligned at 90 degree with your spine, you learn faster. And when you go like this, you have 2 problems. One, soon you will develop back pain. Soon you will develop back pain. That's a wrong posture of sitting. Second, when you have that posture, second, your brain does not function well and you don't learn. So how you sit is important, whether you learn. You may be angry, I know. I don't worry about that. I must tell you these things, right? How you sit is very important. At home, while watching television, you can recline, no problem. But in the classroom, while studying, you mustn't recline. Okay. So, now come to paragraph 1. Under the heading in paragraph 1, do you have the book with you? Who has the book with you? Now look, I'm having problem. This posture you're sitting, this is called arms akimbo. This is called arms akimbo. And if you go for interview, job interview, and if you sit like this, you won't get the job. Because this means, doing this means, I am not going to listen to you. This means, I'm not going to receive your ideas. This is defensive posture. If you sit like this, it means, I don't care about you. This is the meaning of this gesture. Never sit cross-legged interview. Cross hands, cross legs, arms akimbo. You must know the body language. You must know the body language. Because you are in hospitality, right? People mind how you stand, people mind how you sit, people mind how you talk and how you walk. Okay, sorry. Divakar sir goes about all these nitty-gritty things, right? I'm sorry. Okay. So in the first paragraph, there is a definition of communication, right? Note down that. Here, choose a color. Write down. Write down. Communication is the process of transferring information write down and meaning between senders. Please note down. And receivers. Using one or more forms of media. This is the definition of communication, right? Definition. The writer begins by defining what is communication. Now, under the first subheading, if you see the first paragraph, it goes, you can have the greatest ideas in the world, but they usually are not much good to your company or your career if you can't express them clearly and persuasively. So what is the first point? First point is if you can't express your idea clearly and persuasively, it has no value. That's the main idea of paragraph 1. You heard about halt price, right? You have very great idea about halt price, but you can't express clearly. You can't win the prize. You have not very great idea, but you can express clearly. You may win the prize. You may win the prize. Paragraph 2. Come to paragraph 2. See paragraph 2. The changing nature of employment is putting new pressure on communication skills. See, right here. The nature of employment is changing, so we need to learn new communication skills. Paragraph 2. Now go to paragraph 3. Main idea is, if you move into an executive role or launch your own company, you can expect communication to consume the majority of your time. Paragraph 3. Right here, paragraph 3. Whatever job you plan to do, you will spend a lot of time communicating with other people. Main idea. Now para 4. No matter which route you follow, keep in mind that the world is full of good marketing strategists, good accountants, good engineers, and good attorneys, but it is not full of good communicators. Now write the main idea. There are only few good communicators in the world, so there is great opportunity for you to grow. So what I did, my class has come to an end. Let me summarize. In this class, I am training you how to read and how to make notes. And I said, write the learning objective headline at the center of the page. Then count subheadings. Here there are 3 subheadings. So we made 3 arrows. 1, 2, 3. We wrote the subheadings also. Importance of communication in your career, importance of communication for your company, and importance of effective communication. Then in subheading 1, under subheading 1, we found that there are no subheadings, only 4 paragraphs. How many? 4. So we made 4 arrows. Paragraph 1, P1, paragraph 2, P2, paragraph 3, P3, and P4. And what did we do? We read each paragraph. We did not know the details. We noted only the main idea. Now when you come to make presentation in my class, I want you to prepare such slides. Not Canva slides, not Google slides. No, you will hand prepare slides like this. And in tomorrow's class, I will bring you in, it's my promise, tomorrow when I come, I will bring you examples of learning 1, 2, and 3, such slides made on paper. This afternoon, I will buy big cardboard size paper or small size paper. I'll buy marker pen, and at my home with marker pen, I'll make such slides and show you tomorrow as an example. And you will learn from that and you will follow that. Right now, I'm training you how to read, how to make notes, how to make slides, and how to present. Are you clear? Now, before I leave the class, I want to listen if you have anything to complain me. Do you have any complaint? Any problems? Any grudges? Any difficulties? Are you okay with the class? Did you understand what I taught you? Today I did not call you for presentation because these 2 girls said they have difficulty. I thought others too may have difficulty. But next week there will be no excuse. If you are unprepared, what I will do? Listen to me. Next week, if you came without preparation, I'll call you over there on the camera and I'll scold you on the camera. And this scolding will go to my YouTube channel. And 641 people watch it. That's the punishment for coming without prepared to class. I'll make it public. And the reason is to put you pressure. So, are you angry? Are you unhappy with me? I may sound rude, I may sound harsh, I may sound tough, strict, but I have to be. Can I stop the class now? Thank you. Thank you.